Now my connection with Vishnu is getting deeper and deeper. I don't see any difference between Vishnu and Kali. I always keep my Saligram in the same level as Kali, Hanuman, Garuda, Krishna, Lakshmi, etc. And I bathe them together. I do the Abhisheka, keep Tulsi together for them. What I feel is Kali has come in the form of daughter after so many cries, and she always makes sure that one Tulsi looks like a cute flower on her head. And that is how I dress up my Saligram. It's very cute, one of the most cutest Saligram I have ever seen in my life. It has two eyes also. The chakras, the holes, looks exactly like two eyes. Interesting part is, one Friday, that is Devi's day, I go to Devi temple and I give jasmine flower, as I told in the previous video. So when I gave jasmine flower to the Devi, in that Devi temple, they gave some jasmine flowers back to me. And that jasmine I brought home and I kept it on the Saligram's head. That is, I opened the box and I kept jasmine on Saligram's head. And after I closed the box, the whole house started smelling like jasmine. I was so confused. I was thinking, why is the whole house smelling like jasmine? I just put it in the box. Just to confirm, I went outside my house and I smelled the outdoors. The outdoors are also smelling like jasmine. That is, the whole surrounding around my house is smelling like jasmine. Then I realized that the Saligram that we are worshipping is nothing but the universe itself. So whatever you give to the universe, it is reflecting back in the Maya. That is, this Saligram is considered as our causal being, that is the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So whatever we offer him is reflecting back in the Maya. When we offer something in the Bhurloka to the Saligram, it directly gets in touch with Vishnu in the Vaikuntha Loka, and it creates some ripple in the reality, and all the lokas that he is thinking of changes. Everything smells like jasmine. The perspective of the witness that is experiencing the universe will change. Since I am witnessing the universe right now, my perspective changed because I was doing something for the Saligram. Let's say I gave Panakam to Saligram, and somehow the Panakam will come back to me in the Maya, because that is creating some ripple from the Vaikuntha Loka. So whatever we are giving to the Vaikuntha Loka is getting multiplied and coming back to this Bhurloka. So that is what I experienced. Whatever we are giving to Saligram is coming back in multifolds. So if I give jasmine flower to Saligram, the whole universe will smell like jasmine. Not to everyone, just for me. Because my perspective has changed. My witness has changed. That is, when I was entering the universe through the causal realm, I don't have that memory of entering the causal realm, astral realm. I just have the memory of being a human, that is Aditya, in the physical realm. But when I offer jasmine or tulsi or whatever to Saligram, what happens is the perspective of my witness changes. That is, the fragrance of the jasmine gets in touch with my causal self, my Vishnu self. And that's why I'm smelling the whole universe as jasmine. And if I give tulsi, I will smell the whole universe as tulsi. If I give Panakam, I'll get hundreds of Panakam in return. So this is what I experienced. Whatever you are giving the Saligram, the whole universe is getting reflected by that offering. And that is when I realized how powerful that Saligram is. Not only this Saligram, there are many types of Saligram. This Kapila Saligram is known for its Vairagya. So this Kapila Saligram makes one detached from the Maya. And that is what I feel every time. That is, every time I do the puja and I close the container, I feel like I have left the Vaikuntha Loka and come back to Bhurloka. When I open the container, I feel like I have gone to Vaikuntha Loka again. So that is how powerful a Saligram is. It increases the awareness in the room. It increases the awareness in the house. And it makes one devotee get in touch with his or her causal self. So I'm getting in touch with my own causal self. So that is when I realized this Saligram was there with me since many ages. That is, I have come here many lifetimes, and every time I had this Kapila Saligram with me, and somehow I have got this again in my life. So that is how powerful Vishnu's love is. that is your causal self, loves you very much because he is you. You are him. There is no difference. So if you get a Saligram in your life, that means you are getting in touch with your causal self. And your causal self loves you more than anyone in the world. No matter which girl, which boy, no matter who is there in your life. You might have a very good girlfriend, boyfriend, mother, father, whoever it is only temporary. They are there only in this lifetime. But your causal self, that is the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, is always there with you in every lifetime. That is when you realize that the real love is permanent. The real love is not temporary or conditional. So always focus on getting in touch with your Ishta. If your Ishta is Tripura Sundari, get a small Shri Yantra. If your Ishta is Shiva, get a small Linga. If your Ishta is Vishnu, get a Saligram. But ensure that it comes to you automatically. Never forcefully buy it online or something. Let it come to you automatically. If your Ishta loves you, if you love your Ishta enough, you two will meet automatically, somehow or the other. So that is how I got this Saligram, through my cousin's friend. He got a dream that he has to give it to me, and he just gave it. There was no force, there was no begging. It just came into my life, and I feel like my Saligram or the daughter is very proud of me, and she loves her dad very much. And what I feel is all the desires in Maya will be fulfilled. No desire of your consciousness will be left alone. The reason you have entered Maya in such a deep manner is because of your desires. You left the Vaikuntha Loka, you left the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, that is your causal self, and you told him that I will come again, but after fulfilling my lower desires. So now you have left the Sahasrara Chakra and you have come to the lowest chakra, that is Mooladhara. And you have told your causal self that I'm going to Bhurloka. I'm going to fulfill my desire of becoming a doctor, engineer, lawyer, YouTuber, or whoever it is. I'm going to fulfill my desire of love, marriage, food, sex, or whatever. Then I'm going to come back to you. So you have promised your causal self that you will come back. And that's why the people who have not yet fulfilled their desire, they are not getting any spiritual insights because they have not yet fulfilled their desire. Once they fulfill, they'll start questioning the reality, and that is when their causal self gets in touch with their human self, and then the return journey starts. So if you are a person whose return journey has started, then pray to your Ishta that they come in your life either through Linga, Saligram or Yantra, somehow or the other. Beg your Ishta to come in your life, and they will come, and then you will start getting in touch with your causal self, and slowly you will go back to Vaikuntha Loka and become the causal being that you were millions of years ago. That is, now you have entered deep into the Maya because of some ignorance or lack of fulfillment in your desire, and now you have to return back to the place where you have come from, the Kshira Sagara, the milk of enlightenment. So you have to go back and merge with that milk, merge with that nectar of life. So let us all go back to our source, that is the Vaikuntha Loka, and then finally stop this process of Maya and go back to our original state, that is the thoughtless state of Shiva. So I hope this video has brought some light to your consciousness. Thanks for watching, and we'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.